Well, Ava and I are making our way back to Ontario. And lots of time to do videos. You can see I rambled on in my opening. A little more concise, a little more precise when it came to my top 10 list. I had a call from Dr. McKee I had to take right at the end of it. Probably saved you guys 2-3 minutes. Easy. But I wanted to talk about the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds and racehorses. I suppose I could get into the stables today. I haven't cleaned them up over the last week. We'll probably get into them. For now, 2-year-olds, AC Swan trained great the other day, 236. Those horses have caught up and now are starting to fit in the sets very, very good. Alibaba and AC Swan both look very good training right now. And that's just a testament to how they were broken, taken care of by Jim Eaton. As when we first bought the horses. I mean, we didn't see these horses till Christmas time at the earliest, I think. And they've caught up and are right in the mix of things now. So great job by Jim. He'll see these horses back this summer, probably late June. So AC Swan doing a good job. Activation was good the other day, but I didn't realize why he made a break until after. There may have been an objection claim made by Daryl on Jason. I believe there was some interference. He made a break, but was trotting great, I was told afterwards. Affection was awesome again. This filly, I don't know the last time she wasn't awesome. She's just been great training down. Very, very happy with her. Alibaba, as I said, been great too. I think she won her set, if I'm not mistaken. It was very close. Looked very good again training. Antilles Hanover continues to do his work very well. You know what? I told everybody I was going to mark all these horses, didn't I? AC Swan, B+. She's been great. Activation, B+. He's been great. Affection, A+. She's been tremendous. And Alibaba, I'm going to give a A- to, just because she's climbing up there. She's looking good. Now, AC Swan, maybe a week or two behind Alibaba. Speed-wise, they're similar, but Alibaba's been really jumping on everybody. AC Swan is coming, and we'll get there. I actually think AC Swan might be a stronger filly. And I know Jason said she's been training very good. She had missed some time at the start. Remember, we had an OCD removed from this filly, so literal time frame, regardless of where she was, whether she was Mr. Eaton or here with us in Northfield, Ohio, she had stall rest. She had time that she missed, and she's just making it up. So how she'll be in 2 weeks is how, 3 weeks maybe even, is how Alibaba is right now. So AC Swan on the move. Alibaba looks great right now. Antilles Hanover continues to do his work well. I'll give him a B+. He looks good. Arson, we're going to give an A to. A+, I guess, has to be reserved for the top of the heap right now. I think that's fair, right? I'm going to do my best to keep the A+ to the top of the heap right now. Arson has been great, and I think he could be at the top of the heap, but he isn't yet. He was, he has his moments, but A+ should be A+. And I'm going to give Arson an A, a solid A right now. Blanton's Blue, B-. We had that OCD removed. We had him castrated. I think we're going to see the benefit of both of those over the next month. He'll start back jogging this week, I believe. His first training session probably won't be for a week. So he'll jog all week. Maybe next Wednesday, maybe even actually the following Saturday will be his first training trip. Born to Dance, I'm giving him the A-. He's getting up B+. I'm going to give him an A-. He won a set yesterday. He looks good. His attitude's good, and he's really coming on. And he does show some ability and speed. So, yes, A- for Born to Dance. Cherahola, B+. She continues to improve and look really, really good. Cowboy by the Sea, A+. I gave him a top billing this week in my top 10 list. And he's been very, very good. So it's pretty hard not to give him that A+, that A+ marking. Did not know. I'm going to give a C to. She just has a lot of work to do, right? A lot of work to do. She's just starting out. She won a mile in 2:46 or something yesterday. We need to have that set of 5. We can back those horses up into the 2:45, 2:50 marker as the other horses stay around 2:35 to 2:40. We do have 5 that can fit in that slower set, just so they get their feet under them, so to speak. Don't talk about Bruno, B+. He's been good, and we only have 2 or 3 sets at the most, and he has to tangle with some tough partners in there, and the fact that he's done it as well as he has is impressive. So I am going to go with a B+ for Bruno. Drebin is A+. He's been great. continues to be great. The only horse that hauled him down in the last 2 weeks was Winter Bells, the Shadow Play pacing filly. So the trot and colts look good. Just going to give him a week, let that foot heal up good in the snow, and try to put some weight on him also. He's looked very, very good. Easy in the turns, I'm giving her a B+ too. She continues to look good. Put her in with the softer company, she thumps them. Put her in with the tougher company, and she does her best to compete and looks very good in there. Really handy, really slick gated filly that we're going to have a lot of fun with regardless. So easy in the turns. I guess I can drop names when it comes to March, how the horse I'm training. She reminds me a lot of Tipsy and Dixie, except maybe a little slicker gait than Tipsy had. Electric Line, trained him free-legged yesterday. They were jogging him around. Joe Cramp was jogging him around free-legged. And I said, hey, the vet said that guy can train, so you can just turn him and go slow mile with him. No hobbles or anything on him. A slow mile. Never missed a beat and looked really good. So Bill would be happy to hear that. I probably only went a mile in 2:55 or 3 minutes, but Mike said the radiographs come back great. He had that sesamoides. We blistered him a couple of times behind. He said he looked great. So he's again ready to start moving forward. Hey, but do me a favor. Can you take down a couple of notes? I do want to send Jason a couple of notes on the babies. Starting with Electric Line. Everybody else I'm happy with. Electric Line, we're going to throw another blister on this guy. Electric Line, and Did Not Know also. We're going to throw a little blister on her. See if I make sure I didn't miss anybody. We'll do two things at once here. AC Swan, activation, perfection, all good, all good, all good. We'll start with Did Not Know and Electric Line. Flash Flies out in the field, the same thing. There's 4 horses are out for different reasons. 3 for the same reason, and then Lonely Lakewood starts back jogging this week. Flash Fly is going to go. Just want to see some weight put on her. The good news is we had her fluoroscope. There's nothing wrong with her, so she can move forward. She just starts out a little choppy, and in the mile, she's gritty and tough. She just comes forward in a big way. But again, I just want to see her put some weight on and relax. A little time off, because she's such a true competitor. A little time off here and there won't hurt her. George of the Jungle looks good again. Oh wait, Flash Fly I'll give an A to also. Electric Line I'm going to give a C to, just because he has to come forward again. We got to put them in where they belong when we do these markings. Easy in the turns, I think I gave her a B+ already. George of the Jungle, B+. He's looked A-. He's looked very, very good for the last little while. Been very happy with him. Goldbug Hanover, you can put her on that list too. Goldbug Hanover just rolled off the other day. She just needs some weight put on her. Put a blister on her also, but she continues. She's tall and lanky. She continues to come forward in a big way. Great Bet looked better the other day. Been very happy with him. Green Tea looked great again. Not marking them here. Goldbug Hanover B+. Great Bet B-. Just need to see him do a little bit more work, but he is coming on. And Green Tea I'm giving an A+. He's just been tremendous for the last little while. Gypsy Hill, A+ for sure. He was like 4th yesterday, but, you know, Joey's always pretty laid back with the horses, right? That's why we kind of rotate all the drivers around a little bit. You see different guys going with different horses sometimes, and when I jump up on them, it's time to rock. And I haven't had to a Gypsy Hill. The horse has just been awesome for quite a while and continues to be awesome. Hallie in the Clouds, A+ too, one of our top horses. She's been great. I'm Fancy Like. I'm giving an A to a solid A, but at any point she could jump up and be an A+. I really like what I see from this filly, and Eric is always very, very impressed by her. Insider Trading's an A+. She's been amongst our best. Took the hobbles off her. We've been careful with her. She's still been finishing up her work well. Amy said she goes in the field and runs almost to a lather, comes in and eats great. Perfect. That's what I want to see. She's going to have another week of just field work and very light jogging. Want to put some weight back on her, Flash Fly, and Drebin for sure. They're not getting skinny, but I'm not going to let them either. 50 pounds, 40, 50 pounds they need. International Spy is another horse we had blistered up. Left sesamoid showed a little swelling in that area, and he did appear to be off a little bit left hind. There was no lines, there was no cracks, there was no issues, just a little swelling. Did he kick the wall? Did he get cast? I don't know. Well, we put a blister on him. We put another blister on him this week, and we'll start training him when he's ready. There's no need to fatten him up. He's already a big whale, so there's no need to worry about fattening up. International Spy, Irresistible Sun, A+. International Spy, where did I start? Insider Trading was an A+. International Spy, B-. He just needs to continue to move forward. Irresistible Son's an A+ too. The horse is just coming on like gangbusters. He looks very, very good. J Port Beach Boy was just castrated last week. I'm going to give him a B-. Again, just need to show me more work. Both him and Great Bet. Lots of time to do it, but I need to see it. Levesque in Action, I'm going to give a C too. She just needs to come forward. Again, I got to give everybody fair grades. And Levesque in Action looks good. What I do like is that she's eating good and putting weight on. You put her on the list too. Levesque in Action. Put a blister on her and see how her appetite has been all week. Lonely Lakewood, again, amongst our top horses, amongst our best horse. Could be our best horse. So what we're doing right now, we have a study going on in the University of Guelph is there, and they were scoping all the horses. Then they did a dynamic scope on the horses where they were checking them all out as they were in training. And Lonely Lakewood was entrapped, which was shocking. But it begs the question, does this happen often in young horses? Because we'd have no reason to scope Lonely Lakewood. And maybe after a while it would rectify itself. So we have no reason to scope any of these horses. So we're getting to see what other people don't usually see, because the only reason you can scope a horse if something appears wrong. You never scope a horse proactively. You just wouldn't do it unless you're vetting the horse out to buy it. So he was entrapped. He just went in and cleaned it all up, and gave him a week and a half off. He'll be back jogging on Monday. But again, the horse has been just a monster. Lover's Play continues to be good. Lover's Play, you can put on the Lover's Play. A+ for Lover's Play and A+ for Lonely Lakewood. No, A for Lover's Play. Only the best. Lonely Lakewood, A+. But Lover's Play continues to do great things and trained great yesterday. Mick Paisley, C. Need to see more work, more consistent work out of this filly. Now, just because I say C doesn't mean the horse is doing bad. Mick Paisley's done well in her sets and continues to get stronger. But I need it consistently. After I trained her, she was on her toes for about 2 weeks, but then got muddy the one day and she rolled off stride. Just wasn't working as well as she had to. And then Danny went with her again the next week, and she kind of dogged it a little bit. I think she was just, whatever. She needs to be on her toes all the time, and it's hard to do. You can't make her be in gear all the time. At some point, she has to get that eye of the tiger, that fighting feeling, and come forward. And she hasn't just got there yet. But still a nice feeling. Mel Gibbswan, A+. He's been amongst the top of our class also. Mel Gibbswan, I'm going to put a blister on him too. Mel Gibbswan's been amongst the top of the class and looked great. If you said there was an open trot, most of them would be in that set that he won the other day. So it'd be pretty hard not to put him at an A+. Memory and Imagination, easy A+. When all the dust settles, this might be one of our best horses. He looks very, very good. And this puts all the Moody studs on notice, because this guy was castrated and went from a very frustrating, ignorant animal to one of our top prospects right now at the stable in general, not just in Ohio, in general. A very, very nice horse, and was not this horse when he was a stud. Militant has been good, continues to look good. He's A+ for sure. Mounts for All, I'm going to give an A- too. Now, in fairness to Mounts for All, A- is fair. I thought he was an A+ horse, but that's when I went with him, I had him on his toes. You had to wake him up in the post break, in the warm up. You score him down and give him a roar and snap him with the whip, and he'd come forward in a big way. But when you just let him float along, and Eric's always easy with him, when you just let him float, and that was the first time Eric went with him. When you let him float along, he can do that. Right? He can fool you, just kind of lull you to sleep, and then when you go to put him in gear, he's like, not today. That's just how he is. But when he's on his toes, he's a different horse. I'm giving him an A-, but I think I could give him a B, actually. I'm going to change it. I'm giving him a B. He's got to work to get to A status. He just show me a little more work ethic to get to A status. No Chance in Hill works great. A-, he's done great. On the left line, finishing up, his knees probably bother him a bit. He is a big, giant animal, like a miniature Clydesdale. He is massive. And those knees probably hurt him a little bit. Gets on the left line, finishing up. But all in all, the horse has been tremendous. Oh Snap You, A+. She's top of the class too. I don't know the last time she won a set, but has looked great every single week she's trained. Really happy with Oh Snap You. Paycheck Princess, I'm going to give an A- to, because there is a lot of room for improvement, but she is coming on and looks very good. You know, with the flip-flops on, she made a lot of mistakes over the winter, has not made a break since we took them off her, and is getting stronger every week, but still isn't in that Cowboy by the Sea, arson type, you know, really rock on the end of it. She'll get there. There's no rush, but for now, an A- for Paycheck Princess. Pickpocket, A+. Horse has just been awesome. Very, very good. Super happy with him. I said it again. Super happy with Pickpocket. Prince Charmer, a B. He's getting better. Not hitting his knee. He's training good. He's a length and a half behind the Pickpockets and those horses, but he's got lots of time to catch up. He's a horse we're going to actually drop into that 245, 250 just to get his confidence up and get some muscle on him. You can only chase so long before you're like, I don't like this anymore. You don't want the horses chasing constantly. You always want the horses in a position to do their best work. And I think Prince Charmer is a very nice colt. I think backing him off to the 245, 250 level would make the most sense right now. But a solid B for him. Nice horse. Pull the Shoes, I'm going to give a B to, but her last two training sets were probably the best two of her life. Just very minor equipment changes that made a big deal on her. Added a head pull and a Murphy on the left. Put bell boots on, which I hate doing because she wears knee boots. But trotted very strong. Now, I couldn't catch the two horses in front of me yesterday. What were the two in front of me? I could not catch Sedona Hill or Sunset Acres Girl. Another horse we'd leave off the list was Sunset Acres Girl. I couldn't catch either of them down the lane, but I suspect by June she will. And that's not to say the other two fillies won't be fast in June, but I think this filly is now just learning again how to trot with confidence. She's not quite there yet, but she's learning and was very, very good. Very good training yesterday. Punched the clock. A little torn here, right? I'm going to give her a B for right now because she has a lot of work to do. Talent is undeniable. Her attitude is questionable sometimes, but she's got that juvenile, that really rookie green, I'll do it when I feel like it type attitude. And I've seen it in all the horses but 6 weeks ago, right? She's that far behind everybody. Of course she is. But James knows exactly what to do with her. Just keep her covered, keep her covered, keep her covered, keep her covered. And when she's confident and strong and wants to fight, then we'll let her fight. But until then, she'll just be in the mix, hidden in behind everybody else. And I think that's the best way to go with Punch the Clock. Purple People Eater has been good. I'm going to give her an A-. She isn't quite at the top yet, but put an awful pounding on them last week. And then I just picked her off with Sweeney yesterday. I was really, really happy with Sweeney. I'm going to give her an A-. But she's been exceptionally good for the last 2-3 weeks. Ready for Landing, B-. He's got a ton of work to do. This guy could be a good horse and has all the talent and ability and breeding to be a good horse, but this come to the turn and just roll off is going to come to an end this week. He's going to find that I'm here Monday, Tuesday, back maybe Thursday morning to have another little talk with him about how he's training. He's going to find himself very busy over the next 2 weeks until he gets it right, and he will get it right. So, Ready for Landing, I'm giving him a B-, but I suspect the next time we have these rounds of grades, he'll be somewhere closer to A+. Really Don't Care, A+ easy, just a very, very talented filly, no shock there. She's a first foal from a sister to When Doves Cry, to a very deep family, and a very, very nice filly. This is a Chapter 7 filly that looks very good from where I stand. Rito's Lady, I'm giving a C to. I'm giving her a C-. She just has a ton of work to do. And she looks better now. Her gait's cleaned up quite a bit. We did put aluminums on her up front, which I don't like doing for young horses. But Danny said she trained good the other day. I was happy with her. There's a wide berth between where she is right now and anybody in the A category or the B category for that matter. She's got a lot of work to do, but a lot of time to do it. You know, step by step, just show me improvement, and she is improving. So really, Rito's Lady is going to C-. Royal Emerald's A+. This filly has everything, all of it put together, and nobody has shown a more tougher training mile than the day that we shot her when she was sore in the morning. Shot her took the pressure off her sore foot, and then her go out and win the training session. That was impressive. An A+ for sure for Royal Emerald. Seasons of Love is A, and could be A+. I've just seen a lot of A+ the last couple of minutes. An A easy for Seasons of Love. She is doing her work exceptionally well right now. Sedona Hill, A also. If I'm going to give an A to Seasons of Love, I got to give an A to Sedona Hill. I think she is one of our top prospects and could be our best Ohio trotting filly when all the dust settles. But for now, she did win her set. She did look good, and she's had her moments. I'm giving her a solid A. And as I say her out loud, talk about what she did, she could be an A+, but it's already done. She's an A. Southwind Digit is a B+. I think this filly will join the A ranks very soon. I just picked off her and Purple People Eater with Sweeney yesterday. She's getting stronger, and Joe Cramp's doing a great job going with her. Very happy with Southwind Digit. Sunset Acres Girl, she has to get an A+. One, because she's a Michigan bred who's doing very well in with all our PA, New York, New Jersey, Ohio breds, Ontario, well, no, not Ontario, but Ohio breds. She's doing very well in with very mixed company, and these are good horses, and she is holding her own with all of them. So I got to give Sunset Acres Girl an A+. Looking good, but again, factoring in where she has to go this year, and that's not to make fun of Michigan, but it is not Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, or Kentucky at all. And I think that this filly training with the horses she is has to have a leg up on her competition this summer right now. Sweeney, I'm giving an A to. I can't give an A+ because he's not an A+ yet, but he was exceptional the other day. Very, very good. Come charging through the middle and picked off two pretty decent horses. So very, very happy with what I've seen from Sweeney. 3rd and 6, B-. A lot of work to do. Old Tubby's got to tuck up a little bit. Big trip the other day from 7th to 1st in one brush in an 1/8 of a mile almost. So that was impressive. A little weak on the end of it, as you can imagine, with that big sprint. But that'll go a long way for this horse, and I've been happy with what I've seen from him recently. But a B- for him. He's got some work to do. Time is on my side, A+. This horse has been awesome the last 3 weeks and looks very good. His training trip the other day was very impressive. I like the fact that he's understanding his work, and he's been a very useful pacer for us so far. Vaquero Blue Chip, I'm giving a B2 until I see how he is. Here's a horse. The last Father Patrick we castrated went from obscurity and being on my list of horses I was frustrated with to one of the best horses we have, almost like that, in memory and imagination. So here's another Father Patrick that we castrated. I can't wait to see how this guy looks in a month, because he is a very, very fast colt. Venice Blue Chip A+. She's amongst our best Ohio-bred pacing fillies, amongst our best pacing fillies in general. She has looked great and looked great again on Saturday. An easy A+ there. Victory Blue Chip B-. He's made a couple of breaks. I know, tractor and interfered with. Okay, those are excuses, but you got to show me what you can do. Everybody had to go buy the tractor. Everybody. So Victory Blue Chip B-, but lots of speed and talent there. Just has to put it all together. Watch Your Mouth, I'm giving an A- to, because he does have a lot of work to do, but he is doing it. Every week he looks better. Finished up strong behind me with Time is on my side, and has looked very good the last little while. So really happy with him. Widespread Panic, I'm giving a C to. He's gone from a horse that I told you could be an A+ to a C, but he needs to put weight on, he needs to focus on and clean up his gait. We're working on that with him. He's just in a lull right now where I didn't train him on Saturday. I want to see some weight put on this guy first and foremost. And here's an Indiana bred that, and again, if we're saying, hey, we have an extra stall in Ontario, what do we got? Widespread Panic's probably on the top of the list to make his way back to Ontario. I just want to see him fatten up a little bit. And I think some of his frustration comes from, those breaks are coming from him being a little thin, interfering a little bit, a bigger barrel, stronger set of shoulders and Norris End on him. And I think you're going to see a horse get much stronger, much quicker. But we need to do that with Widespread Panic. Widespread Panic. Put on your list. And also 3rd and 6 on your list, Ava. 3rd and 6th, Widespread Panic, and Pull the Shoes. Pull the Shoes, and 3rd and 6th. And No Chance in Hill. Yeah, that'll work. And Winter Bells is A plus for sure. This filly checks all the boxes. She does everything. You know, put her on the front, come first over, sit her in behind, move her 4 wide in the last turn, get interfered with, and just keep coming. She does everything. It's a nice filly. I have no idea how deep she's going to be, but she has all the tools to be a really good horse and uses them all very well right now. Amongst the top of the class is number last by W's, by alphabetical order, Winter Bells. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll be back in a minute with the 3-year-olds. But for now, damn it. Sweeney, A. 3rd and 6, B minus. Time is on my side, A plus. Vaquero Blue Chip, I'm giving B2. I remember doing those. Victory Blue Chip, B minus. He was done. Watch Your Mouth, A minus. He was done. So I didn't miss that much. Widespread Panic was a C. I only missed Winter Bells and A plus. So I'll let you guys go. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I am having a nice drive home with Ava Lily. We'll be home around 3:30. Lots more to talk about. The 3-year-olds are up in just a second.